Our very first game is one of the best ones coming up this weekend. It's going to be on the AFC divisional side this coming Saturday, January 17th. Again, some Saturday games, 4:30 p.m. This is the first game of the second round. CBS, the 12-5 Buffalo Bills. First things first, we got to give the Bills some credit. They went on the road to Jacksonville, number one rush defense, top 10 overall defense. They beat the Jags in Jacksonville. Very tough situation. The fans were rabid. Jacksonville, one of the best teams in the NFL this season with Super Bowl aspirations. They beat them at their home. Bills were the favorite when the week started. As the week went along, the Jags became the favorites. A lot of people riding Jacksonville. We did pick the Bills to pull off the upset on the road. They did indeed do that. And we almost hit the score on the head. Bills won 27-24. We had them winning 28-24 at just 1 point off from hitting it perfectly. They're going up against one of the best teams here, though. One of the number one seeds, the 14-3 Denver Broncos. How about the Broncos this season? They're going to Denver to play them. It's going to be a really tough place to play again on the road. It's going to be cold. Bills are used to the cold. There's going to be no surprises there, but this is Sean Payton. This is a veteran coaching staff. Young quarterback, Bo Nix, but Bo Nix last year around week 7 or 8 turned things around, starting getting hot all the way through the second half of the season. The short, intermittent dink and dunk passing game, he was working those perfectly. Sean Payton knows how to play to his quarterback strengths. They were doing that. Add in the fact that he's a dual threat quarterback. He wants to beat you with his arm, but he will take off, he will scramble. But the reason the Bills won on the road, there was one person, Josh Allen. Josh Allen, basically by himself, the Jags with the number one rush defense shut down Cook. He was doing everything he could. He put the team on his back, led them to victory. Can he do that again on the road versus the 14 and the Denver Broncos? When you're looking at this matchup, this is a really tough game here. The Broncos 51.7% chance to win, the Bills 48.7%. With the fan vote, it's practically a 50-50 split down the middle. This game could honestly go either way. Flip a coin. You can make a very strong valid case for either one of these teams to walk away with the win. Buffalo's 1.5 point favorites, 46.5 over under. The Bills, again, to start the week, they're the favorite. As the week goes along in those spreads, those lines change. Are they able to hold their position? But it's one of those games, like I said, this is a very tough game to call. The Bills do not have the edge on defense. They have the edge on offense. Denver has the edge on defense with a very capable offense. So basically, which one of these teams is going to be able to come out on top, be able to play to the strengths overall? When you're looking at this Buffalo offense, obviously it's Josh Allen. He's the reigning MVP award winner. This guy can do a little bit of everything. Probably the most physically gifted quarterback in the NFL. What I mean by that, he can run the ball. Really banged up last week. Hurt his hand, hurt his leg, hurt his ankle, hurt his shoulder, and still he was running the ball physical. 3rd and 1, short yardage situations facing the number one rush defense. They took Cook out of the game. The Bills were still able to run situationally when they need to because of Josh Allen running out of the quarterback position, tush push, quarterback sneaking, and now you're playing a Denver team, very talented front seven, not as good against the run as the Jags were. So if they can open up Cook, that's going to open up the play action for Josh Allen. That makes him even deadlier. Where the Bills have their biggest weakness, in my personal opinion, is the receiving core. They don't have a true number one wide receiver. Very talented overall receiving core. What I mean by that is they all do their job. That's really all that you can ask of them. But there's not a true number one deep threat. You have Shakur. The guy's making massive yardage after the catch. You brought in Cooks. That's a massive upgrade. The guy's a veteran wide receiver. You lost Gabe Davis, though. That's a massive loss. He's another veteran guy. So overall, this wide receiver core, they're going to have to continue to play as a unit. He will give you the ball in space. Just make the short yardage plays, make the 3rd and long situations, and let Josh Allen work the magic. Josh Allen, 3,700 yards, 25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. It's also what he can do with his legs and the power run game. Very hard guy to bring down. Cook, almost 1,700 yards on the ground, 12 rushing touchdowns. But you got to look at the Broncos. The Broncos overall with Bo Nix, just like last season, getting better as the season goes along. He finished with almost 4,000 passing yards, 25 touchdowns, 11 picks. He has the speed ground game. He gets outside the pocket. If you flush him out, he can take off. The Bills don't have the best rush defense by any means. It's actually one of the worst. There will be opportunities for the Broncos to consistently move the ball on the ground, which is going to open up deep play action for Sutton with almost 1,100 yards through the air. When you're looking at the overall team stats here, that's where this game really takes off. The Bills, one of the best offenses in the NFL, top 5 overall offense, 28.3 points a game, throwing for 216.6, running for 159.8. That is the number 1 rush offense in the NFL. Jags had the number 1 rush defense. Bills had the number 1 rush defense. Josh Allen was the X factor. He's what made the difference. But they're bringing that number 1 rushing attack on the road here, and they're giving up 21.5 points a game. They do have one of the best secondaries out there, 156.9 given up through the air. They do shut down the pass, but they make up for it because they have one of the worst rush defenses, giving up 138.2 on the ground. You can run on Buffalo. Sean Payton, smart guy. Dink and dunk passes, keep it a short yardage game, eat the Bills alive within the line of scrimmage. And when you're looking at Denver, 23.6 points a game, throwing for 223.9, running for 118.7, giving up 18.3 points a game. That's a top 5 overall defense in the NFL. They gave up 187.2 through the air, 91.1 on the ground. That's not number 1, but it is top 3 in the NFL, just like against the Jags. The Bills did struggle to run. Can Denver replicate that? And if they're able to do so, is the immense talent of Josh Allen enough to make up the difference and still get a win for the Buffalo Bills? Tough game to call. Such a tough game to pick a winner, because I can see how both teams can walk away with the win, but only one's going to be able to move on in the next round. It's a tough one, but I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to go with the Bills getting the win on the road. Give me Buffalo walking away here, 27-21. Fun game.